Alice, according to news reports that we read a few days ago, according to your lawyer, tatakbo ka rin ng mayor ulit?
Your Honor,
Before I answer your questions, Your Honors, I would like to emphasize what had really happened before the Bamban Pogo raid last March 13, 2024. Few months before the supposed raid, persistent reports have come to my attention that illegal activities are transpiring in a Pogo hub in Bamban, Tarlac. As the Chief PNP and trained intelligence officer, we conducted case build-up and validated these reports until we were able to come up with a better picture of what is really going on inside the Bamban Pogo hub.
You were together with the then Mayor Alice Go. In this picture, you were side by side together with that. May I know what event was this?
General Acorda.
Sobrang nakakagulat na balita. Grabe, former PNP Chief General Benjamin Acorda Jr. isiniwalat na ibinulgar na lahat ng nalalaman sa Pogo operation. Ayon sa nakalap nating impormasyon, Alice Go nagulat nang biglang umamin ang former PNP Chief na siya ang tinutukoy na tumulong kay Alice Go na former PNP Chief General. Matapos di umano maglabasan ang mga litrato, kasama niya si Alice Go at si Mayor Liseldo Calugay. Ibinulgar pang tatakbo muli si Alice na mayor. Nagbanggit pa siya ng ibang pangalan. Mas lalo lumalim ang kaso. Parami ng parami ang nadadamay.
Madam Chair, can I ask Alice Go?
Yes, SP Pro Tempore.
Alice, yeah. According to news reports that we read a few days ago, according to your lawyer, tatakbo ka rin ng mayor ulit?
Your Honor, sa ngayon, hindi po.
Hindi na. What changed your mind? Kasi sabi ng lawyer mo, tatakbo ka rin ulit mayor.
Your Honor, harapin ko po muna yung mga accusations po sa akin. Linisin ko po muna yung sarili ko po. At para maging fair din po para sa mga constituents ko po na minamahal ko po.
Very good. Okay, if I may proceed.
SP
General
Pro Tempore.
Corda? Sige. Alright.
Yes, thank you, SP Pro Tempore. I understand that former Chief PNP Acorda wishes to give an opening statement, and we will allow him to do so. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Madam. First of all, I want to thank this committee under the leadership of Senator Rizal Ontiveros for inviting me and giving me the chance to clarify things that may have left questions and doubts on me. Before I answer your questions, Your Honors, I would like to emphasize what had really happened before the Bamban Pogo raid last March 13, 2024. Few months before the supposed raid, persistent reports have come to my attention that illegal activities are transpiring in a Pogo hub in Bamban, Tarlac. As the Chief PNP and trained intelligence officer, we conducted case build-up and validated these reports until we were able to come up with a better picture of what is really going on inside the Bamban Pogo hub. Your Honors, barely 17 days before my supposed retirement on March 31, 2024, after having been extended by the President, pinilit ko po na trabahuin sa tulong ng mga taong nagbigay ng mahalagang impormasyon through prompt interagency coordination with task agencies and other intelligence units, lalong-lalo po ang ating kasama si Yusek Gilbert Cruz po sa PAOK. We were able to carry out said law enforcement operations successfully. Indeed, that operation played a crucial role in exposing the truth about the Pogos operating in the country, wherein it involves various illicit activities, including the proliferation of illegal drugs, human rights violations, human trafficking, and other criminal acts. Personally, I am happy with what I see in the Senate and even in the Quad Committee hearing in the Congress. The public is becoming increasingly aware of the significant role that illegal Pogo operations play in various criminal activities across the country. At this point, Your Honor, may I clarify the photos of me with some persons of interest that have surfaced during the previous Senate hearing. As with regards to the photo with Mr. Tony Yang, una ko pong nakita at nakilala si Mr. Tony Yang last December 2020 nung ako po ay naging Deputy Regional Director for Administration ng Police Regional Office 10 in Cagayan de Oro City. I met him acting in my capacity as the DRDA in some official and social occasions, him being a member of a local Filipino-Chinese Business Chamber of Commerce. Sumunod po ay nung ako po ay naitalaga bilang Regional Director ng nasabing rehiyon noong November 2021. Masasabi ko po ng aming pag-uusap ay patungkol sa seguridad at peace and order ng rehiyon and to promote conducive business environment. I met him not on personal basis but him representing a business group in Cagayan de Oro City. Honestly, Your Honors, during that time, wala pa akong natanggap na impormasyon patungkol sa warrant of arrest niya o wanted siya sa bansa o maging sa China. As Regional Director and Intelligence Officer, all my dealings with him were purely professional. With regards to the photo with Mayor Dong Kalugay and company, as to my association with Mayor Kalugay, if I remember it correctly, Your Honor, I first met him when I was assigned with the Directorate for Intelligence sometime in August 2022. He was inviting me then to be their guest of honor and speaker for the incoming town fiesta in Sual, of which I respectfully declined. Dati po kasi akong chief of police ng bayan ng Sual sometime in 1995 when I was still a young lieutenant. Until my appointment as the 29th Chief of the Philippine National Police last April 24, 2023, Your Honors, for the first few months after having been appointed as the new Chief PNP, several personalities such as businessmen, local politicians whom I have formerly met, former colleagues and friends have visited me to extend their felicitations. In this case, I presume that he called my office and sought for a courtesy call visit which he had secured. As to his entourage during the visit, I have no personal knowledge whom he was tagging along with. Based on my recollection, the photo that was shown was taken last May 6, 2023, barely 2 weeks after my appointment. And as I recall, marami po akong bisita during that time, hindi lang po ang grupo ni Mayor Kalugay. I hope this explanation clarifies any misunderstanding and dispels any doubts regarding my character. And Your Honors, once again, thank you very much for this opportunity. If there are other questions that needs to be clarified, I am ready to answer them, Your Honor.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes, SP Pro Tempore, but before I call the SP Pro Tempore, una po, former Chief PNP Acorda, before my follow-up question sa inyong statement, at least importante po na ibinalita nyo sa aming komite yung naging papel nyo, leadership and approval of that successful raid in the Bamban Tarlac Pogo Hub. Dahil hindi po yon naunang lumabas dito sa aming pagdinig at para sa kaalaman ng ating publiko. Importante po yun at salamat po sa impormasyong iyon. So for follow-up questions, I'll call first the SP Pro Tempore.
Sa sinabi ni Senator Risa, I would like to commend the former Chief PNP for initiating the second raid during his tenure as Chief PNP dito sa Bamban, together with the assistance of the PAOK-TF. Am I correct? Alright. General Acorda, how long did you know Mr. Tony Yang? At ano talaga ang pagkatao nito?
Your Honors, as I stated, una ko siya nakilala nung naging DRDA ako, and yung pagkatao niya po, I've heard about his relationship, about his brothers, and sa negosyo po doon sa Cagayan de Oro, I understand marami po siyang negosyo doon, kasama na po yung pagpaparating po ng bigas po, Your Honor.
Pagpaparating ng bigas, pag-smuggle?
Well, whether it's smuggled or not, Your Honor, I cannot qualify that. Maybe it's up for the...
Alright. How did he seek an appointment to your office?
Usually, Your Honor, when I was in Region 10, we have direct contact because I gave him my calling card, and sometimes through my staff, but it's not that frequent, Your Honor. Kumbaga, nagkakataon lang pag may mga pag-uusapan, especially when there are activities in the camp or yung mga gift-giving operations namin, Your Honor.
So, yung litrato niyo ni Mayor Kalugay, paano ka na-contact ni Mayor Kalugay? Paano siya nakarating sa office mo when you were then the Chief PNP?
The same way, Your Honor, kasi may gate po kami doon. Usually, pag may papasok po sa aking quarters or sa White House, dadaan po sa gate and itatawag sa gate, i-clarify kung may
Ibig sabihin,
appointment.
wala siyang appointment nung pumunta siya sa inyo?
Uh,
Ikaw ng Chief PNP, no? Dapat may appointment bago makipagkita sa inyo.
Your Honor,
Unless if it is really very important.
Your Honor, I cannot exactly recall kung talagang naka-appoint yun or hindi, but usually when he visits me, ganun po ang proseso. Idadaan sa gwardiya, itatawag kung pwedeng makapag-seek ng appointment. Because as I recall, Your Honor, during the time when I was the Chief PNP, talagang maraming bisita, and nagiging extension na rin po yung official residence ko as part of the office.
So matagal mo nang kilala si Mayor Kalugay?
Since I became the director for intelligence, Your Honor.
Nakikita mo si Mayor Alice doon sa SWAL?
I never went to SWAL during his term as mayor, Your Honor. And,
Ano narinig mo sa kanilang dalawa? Meron ka ba narinig?
Aside from the blank, Your Honor, wala na po kung personal knowledge, Your Honor.
Wala na talaga. Anyway, General Villanueva, if I may. General Villanueva. Alright, you mentioned before, during the previous hearing, that there is a Chief PNP that was involved in the escape of Alice Go. And of course, si Senator Bato already questioned you about it. At hindi naman si Senator Bato yon. Now, General Acorda is a former Chief PNP. Is he the one involved?
Actually, sir, Your Honor, I already clarified this in the past two sessions that I do not even have a name. I don't have a name. So even if I have a name and I don't have any confirmation, I won't divulge it here, sir.
You would not?
Divulge it if I'm not sure it's confirmed, sir.
Why did
Your
you
Honor.
give that kind of
That's why
statement?
I said, sir, I dismiss it as rumor only, sir.
Yeah, are you spreading rumors here in this committee? Why did you have to
No, sir.
say that statement?
That's why
there is a,
that's why-
Let me finish.
Yes, sir.
Let me finish. That there is a former Chief PNP that helped the escape of Alice Go. And then the next day you retracted it.
Even on the first, the previous hearings, even from the very start, I did not say that the former Chief PNP helped Alice Guo escape. It's not in the. I never even said that it's a confirmed or something. Even from the very start, I dismiss it as rumor, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, SP Pro Tempore. Miss Mary Ann Maslog.
Madam Chair, before we go there, may I just
Yes, Senator Joel. Could I just see if Miss Maslog is here? Miss Mary Ann?
Jessica
Francisco is her name here. Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. Senator Joel.
Chair, just to inform the body, I just got a message from the Commission on Election, the minutes of the referendum consultation of the COMELEC about or already been signed by the chairperson and the commissioners, Madam Chair. Let me just read the excerpts of this 12 pages, Madam Chair, na report po sa atin. Nakalagay lang po dito, with that, it is clear from the evidence presented by complainant that there is a sufficient ground to believe that respondent committed material misrepresentation in violation of Section 74 of the OEC in relation with Section 262 of the same code, when she declared in her COC that is a Filipino citizen and a resident of Banbantarlac, when in truth and in fact she is not. Wherefore, premises considered, this department respectfully recommends the filing of information against respondent Alice Leal Go Huaping Lin Gu for violation of Section 74 of the Omnibus Election Code in relation to Section 262 of the same code, respectfully submitted. The Commission resolved, as it hereby resolves, to adopt the recommendation of the Law Department to the filing of information against respondent Alice Lialgo Guaping before the proper regional trial court for violation of Section 74 in relation to Sections 262 of the Omnibus Election Code. Let the Law Department implement this resolution signed by Chairperson and Commissioner of COMELEC. So kahit na gustuhin pa rin ni Ms. Guaping na tumakbo sa susunod na halalan, talagang hindi po siya pwedeng payagan at hindi na po siya pinapayagan tumakbo. Just to put that information, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Joel. So, additional reinforcement dun sa sagot ni Go Huaping kanina kay SP Pro Tempore na hindi na niya balak mag-file ng Certificate of Candidacy. The Chair apologizes to Senator Grace kung hindi ko kayo na-acknowledge as soon as you had arrived. SP Pro Tempore, I believe Senator Grace would like to...
Just as an additional information also for the information of the public in general. In fact, we have been told that the function of COMELEC is really ministerial to accept the submission of the candidate's application to run. However, COMELEC also has the authority to disqualify, because in fact I went through that. The COMELEC en banc that actually decided on their own. In fact, yung sa akin nga, overwhelmingly Filipino citizen dahil mula ng pagkabata, meron ng mga dokumento na mga litrato ko. Ito nga,
Sigurado ka?
Ganyan. Sigurado ako yung mga nasa litrato na yun eh. So, in short, even at that time with a lot of opposition, it was very difficult to just file and be accepted as a candidate. So, right now, I'm glad that Senator Joel has brought this up. There is really material evidence to disqualify. Of course, they can go to other courts, but ang importante kasi hindi na makaabot sa printing eh. Kasi pag umabot pa doon, malilito pa ang ating mga kababayan, ano ba to, pasok ba to or hindi. Pero malaking kahihiyan din kasi sa atin na pagkatapos ilabas ang lahat ng ito at talagang meron namang talagang masasabing malaking duda, mapapayagan pa. So yun lang, meron talagang otoridad ang COMELEC na i-disqualify.
Pero hindi
Thank you.
I don't think wala pa man,
Speaker,
it's not yet, thank you Madam Chair, it's not yet final and executory. Pwede pa mag-appeal yan with all due respect.
Unang-una, pwede pang mag-appeal sa mga korte. Pero ang alam naman natin, when time is of the essence, the Supreme Court usually decides. But what I'm saying is, hopefully before the printing of the ballots, another thing that we need to look at is the angle of who is going to file with the COMELEC en banc.
Yes.
Is it the OSG? Is it the DOJ? Is it a third party? So it's something that needs to be done within COMELEC. I don't know if they have the authority to unilaterally decide without an actual case being filed.
In fact, and thank you for that, Senator Grace. In fact, nakapagsalita rin, please correct me if I'm wrong kung may taga-OSG dito, nakapagsalita rin yata today or yesterday sa media ang Office of the Solicitor General na pwedeng gawin yon ng COMELEC liban kung pipigilan sila ng isang korte. Pero salamat, Senator Grace, for speaking on that. Based on experience, based din ng pag-champion ng mga karapatan ng ating vulnerable sectors, halimbawa mga foundlings na isinabatas pa natin, at bilang isang tulad ng buong Senado, nagsusulong ng credible election.
Madam Chair, first I'd like to thank you kasi actually ikaw yung tumulong dito sa late registration of birth, yung parang mga adoption actually and the rights of foundlings. Ang nakakalungkot dito, yung mga merong karapatan talaga na legal na mga Pilipino, dumadaan sa napakahabang proseso para makapagrehistro. Samantalang may isang probinsya na ilan ang nakapagrehistro na overage na, well, okay lang naman kasi late registration, pero halatang hindi talaga Pilipino, pero sa isang iglap nakakapagrehistrong ganon. So marami talagang gumagamit ng batas sa maling paraan. So kailangan din natin mabantayan.
Madam
At
Chair,
isasama po natin sa committee report.
Yeah.
Salamat, Senator Grace.
Sure,
Senator Joel, before I go back to SP Pro Tem.
information that I'd like to contribute, Madam Chair, is that we should not forget that the Office of the Ombudsman dismissed former Mayor Alice Go. May perpetual disqualification po eh. So that's very ano ho yun, no? Yeah, it's still appealable, but unless the court issues a temporary restraining order, that's the only time that the COMELEC can be restrained from doing anything. Number two, and which is why I made mention about the NBank's report, is that proven na hindi po siya Pilipino. So this is again for someone to run in public office is a mockery of our law. So yun po yung napakatibay na ebidensya at kailangang maintindihan ng bawat isa na nakikinig po sa atin. Salamat, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Senator
Chair.
Joel. And at higit sa lahat ay sana mangibabaw yung desisyon. Tingin ko po mabuting desisyon na sinabi kanina ni Ms. Guo Huaping na hindi na magpa-file ng Certificate of Candidacy. Before I question Ms. Maslog, Ms. Francisco, SP Pro Tempore would like to pose some final questions to
Thank you, Madam
former
Chair,
PNP
for
Acorda.
this opportunity again. General Acorda, I got hold of a picture, no? You were together with the then Mayor Alice Go. In this picture, you were side by side together with that. May I know what event was this?
General Acorda.
Yes, sure, Madam Chair. That is the only opportunity that I was able to meet personally.
First time?
Yes, Your Honor. And in that activity, it was the police service anniversary of Region 3 wherein I was the guest of honor of Region 3. And Mayor Alice Go was one of the awardee. But may I emphasize, Your Honor, that the deliberation for the selection of the awardees is not at the national headquarters level, but at the level
You
of,
were not part or instrumental in deliberating the award given to then Mayor Alice Go.
Yes, Your Honor. And because of that also, in our planning with Yusek Gilbert Cruz, we decided that we will not use Region 3, but instead we use Region 1 and Cordillera during the operation, Your Honor.
All right. All right. One last question, General Acorda. When you raided the Bamban Pogo Hub, bakit hindi mo ginamit yung CIDG Region 3? Why did you utilize yung CIDG NCR? Why not Region 3? Kasi Region 3 covers Pampanga. Am I correct?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. It's just a precaution on my part, not because I don't trust yung Region 3, but because of the massive requirement of police officers to be deployed. Nag-precaution lang po kami na konti ang magiging commotion during the operation.
So
Your
was
Honor.
the raid successful? What have you retrieved during the raid?
We extracted some data and also may mga na-rescue po tayo, Your Honor. And I think to my appreciation, we can consider it as a successful
Very
operation.
successful.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that
Your
is additional feather in your cap.
May I be allowed, sir, to correct something because I think I mentioned earlier that we were assisted by PAOK. It will be an understatement, Your Honor. In fact, Yusek Gilbert Cruz talagang siyang sumikap din, talagang grabe yung coordination namin.
So
Your
meron
Honor.
kayong talaga coordination si Yusek Gilbert.
Yes, sure.
Ngayon, ikaw bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.